Luckin Coffee, LKNCY, trending as investors react to signs that Cody Coffee's ultra aggressive pricing strategy may be coming to an end, a development widely seen as a major tailwind for Luckin's margins and overall profitability. For much of the past year, Cody's deep discounting had pressured pricing across China's coffee market, forcing rivals to defend market share at the expense of near term margins. With those price wars now showing signs of cooling, many investors believe Luckin is poised to capture the upside of normalized pricing while maintaining its scale advantage. This shift has fueled renewed optimism around Luckin's earnings power. Community discussions highlight that Luckin's massive store footprint, efficient supply chain, and digital first operating model allow it to benefit disproportionately when price competition eases. Bulls argue that even modest price stabilization could translate to outsized margin expansion, especially given the company's high transaction volumes and strong customer retention. At the same time, attention remains on Luckin's rapid global expansion. Investors point to continued international store openings and strategic market entries as evidence that Luckin is evolving from a domestic challenger into a global coffee brand. Comparisons with Starbucks are increasingly common, with many noting that Luckin is outperforming Starbucks in China on both store growth and value perception, particularly among younger, price sensitive consumers. The community is also eagerly awaiting upcoming earnings, which are expected to provide clearer insight into how easing competitive pressure is already flowing through to margins. Strong results could further strengthen the case that Luckin's growth is not only fast, but increasingly profitable. Adding to the excitement is renewed discussion around a potential uplisting to a major exchange, such as NASDAQ. Many investors believe Luckin's scale, market dominance, and improving financial profile warrant a higher profile listing that could attract institutional capital and drive a valuation re rating. Overall, sentiment around Luckin Coffee is decidedly bullish, with investors viewing the combination of easing price competition, accelerating profitability, global expansion, and possible uplisting as a powerful setup for the next phase of the company's growth story.
Okay, so the underlying trend on LKNCY is pretty much bullish, just pretty much, not exactly the most bullish of anything. But the stock has been contracting the expansion they had from early last year, 2025. It has been contracting that expansion peaked. Let's see when it peaked. It peaked, yeah, in October. Yeah, that was when it peaked, and it has been contracting it since then. Lower prices non-stop has just been printing, and the extrapolation is indicating that it may remain in place. Yeah, it may remain in place. Momentum is not expected to pick up anytime soon as well, based on what we have here. And then in terms of projections, let's see what we have. We have 31.08, 29.25, 28.11. All of them are downward projections. Let's see now. It has previous projections that were bullish. 34 point. Let's see, 34.82, 40.95, 43.09, 44.41. Okay, let's see what we have on its weekly chart. On the weekly chart, there are no extrapolations, but we can pick up the projections. We have 22.32, 25.43, 30.46, 49.84, 57.02, and 61.45. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's have a look at its monthly chart. On its monthly chart, let's see what we have. 51 $51, 63.88, 71.84. What are the odds to print those prices? Going by what we have here, let's see now. This is its all-time high. I think, yeah, it's 40.18. It printed on the 1st of October. The probability of that printing again is not is very small based on what we have on this monthly chart. Let's come back to the weekly chart again and see whether we can get some probabilities again. So this is its all-time high easily, 40.86. Yeah, also probability of it printing again is also very small, very small. What of 35.36? Okay, 50, more than 50% probability that it will print. This was printed on the 29th of December. This is its weekly chart. Let's come back to the daily chart. On the daily chart, let's see. The It had a rejection here on the 22nd of January at 33.86. The 10 and 21 day moving averages served as a primary supply line, meaning that when it closed there within one standard deviation, supply increased. So the probability of it retesting that is just slightly below 50%, just slightly below 50%. Yeah, what of this? What of 34.62? Yeah, also less than 50% as well. Okay, so as I indicated earlier on, momentum is flat, not expected to pick up anytime soon. However, yeah, positions opened all the way back to 10 days ago are not in profit. So I think what we can do is have a look at its market grid. It might give us a range of possible prices. And also we might be able to see where it might pick up support, or where it might face strong resistance. Okay, so let's see what we have. It closed at 33.45. Yeah, 33.45. So this is where it is right now. Yeah, just okay. It's actually advancing. It gained 2.7% yesterday. Okay, so well, it has a a decent amount of supports below. Yeah, 33.25, 33.01. So if it pulls back all the way back there, there's a chance it might pick up a bounce. Yeah, okay. I think its best support is from 32.77 down to 32.11. But also we have high prices. We have other prices here. So let's see now before we conclude on this on the 33 figures. Let's see. It's at 33.25. So below it has 33.18 and 33.01. Let's see what we have again. Yeah, yeah, okay. So it has 33.18 and 33.01. So it has a decent amount of support below. Yeah. So 33.25, 33.0, 33.25, 33.18, and 33.01. So there's a decent amount of support around this $33 range. So there's a chance it might hold there, and also traders might, if they are watching, they might take advantage of that to buy the dip. It might get a bounce there, but at the same time as well, it has a very strong resistance. 33.46, just slightly above where it is right now, and then 33.67 as well. Yeah, there's a decent amount of resistance around there. Yeah. And even moving ahead, there's 34.30, 34 point. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's going to face. It's tied. It's tied right now. It's tied between these. It's tied between robust support and stiff resistance. You know, but in any case, the stabilization is expected. Even though we can see here the extrapolation is saying that it's really going to continue to decay. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Just see what you make of LKNCY, and thank you very much for watching this video.